doing it. Honestly, been winning the battle at the moment, and I love Fabrizio, but honestly, man, he's been winning the battle in terms of getting the news out quicker than Fabrizio does. But I still think Fabrizio is the greatest of all time. Of course, he is. But yes, here we go. West Ham rejected Manchester City's profile for Declan Rice as they know Arsenal bid again for more than 90 million total package. Plan has been clear for days. More to follow as Arsenal's third bid is expected soon, but Manchester City remain in the race. So when Fabrizio says expected soon, I mean, how soon is it going to be? Because we've been waiting for this third bid now for at least 2 weeks, isn't it? I think it's been that long. Maybe I'm over exaggerating, but it's been a while since we've been talking about this third bid. So what is going on? Expected soon. How soon is it going to be? It's going to be today. I hope it is going to be today, because now we know that Man City have already put in their first bid of 90 million. Right, that got as a total package, so it's something with add-ons as well and all that stuff. But that's been rejected from West Ham. Am I surprised? And I said it yesterday, guys, in my pre-recorded video, like obviously when I uploaded that yesterday, right, about Declan Rice. I knew it's going to be rejected. Like, we all know what West Ham have asked for, and we know that they're going to sell Declan Rice for as much money as they possibly can. They're going to try and get the best deal. Of course they are. It's their best player. He's their club captain, right? They know now that Arsenal, Man City are both in a bidding war for this guy. So, of course, they're going to sit back, eat their popcorn and watch it play out and try and get the best deal possible for the guy. You know, they've made their price very, very clear, guys. You either pay us 120 mil flat out for Declan Rice. That is his value. That's what he's valued at, 120 mil. Then they also said, right, that West Ham will be willing to 100 million cash and an upfront a player on add on a player as well. So 100 mil plus a player, for example, right? That is what they've asked for. It's very, very clear. So now we've both got Man City have entered the race, and as Fabrizio rightly said, Man City still going to be remaining in the race. Yeah, it's very rarely that Man City will get a bid rejected and be like, forget about it. Then they're going to go back in for this guy if we do not act fast. And end of the day, right? What is going on with this third bid, Arsenal? Why are we not getting it done? I understand, right? Okay, I get it about negotiating. Cool. I hear all what you guys are saying, yeah? The point is now, I'm getting more nervous day by day, because I remain very positive. I've kept the faith, and I am still keeping the faith that we are going to get. And I still think we will get this guy. I still think we will finally get in the third bid. And you know, end of the day, we'd have to worry about the personal terms, yeah? Because the guy wants to come to Arsenal, all right? The only way this will not happen will be the exact same thing which happened in January with McCallum Mudryk. This can be another Mudryk 2.0. I said this 3 weeks ago, guys. I said this could be another Mudryk 2.0. The fact is that personal terms with Mudryk were no issue. Mudryk wanted to come to Arsenal. Mudryk was twerking for Arsenal on his Instagram saying, oh, look at me. I'm going to go to Arsenal, you know, right? But then, and then Shakhtar Donetsk, they asked exactly what West Ham did. And funny enough, it was a similar price as well. Shakhtar Donetsk asked for 100 mil. We want 100 mil for McCallum Mudryk, nothing less. Arsenal was like, how about 90? You know, how about 95? And it's like, no, we said we want 100 mil. So Arsenal kept waiting. And eventually it got to the stage where Chelsea came in and said, how much you want for Mudryk? We'll take him for 100 mil. There you go, 100 mil. And he was a Chelsea player. And it didn't matter about the personal terms. And it didn't matter about, him wanting to come to Arsenal, because Chelsea eventually paid more money than Arsenal. So he resulted in becoming a Chelsea player. I mean, the same thing can happen with Declan Rice, Mudryk was talking about every single day. Declan Rice talking about every single day. Mudryk agreed personal terms with Arsenal. Mudryk wanted to come to Arsenal. West Ham and Declan Rice, they've agreed personal terms with Arsenal, right? Declan Rice has agreed personal terms with Arsenal, and he wants to stay in London. He made that very, very clear. But if Man City pay more money and they get a better offer and they put a better structure of the deal, then he's going to go Man City in it. It's as simple as that. As simple as that, guys. And we're going to be having, mud on our faces again. There's going to be mud on our faces again, people. And now we're going to be stuck with no Declan Rice, no Caicedo. Partey's going to leave. Xhaka is most likely probably will end up staying, probably. But you guys get what I'm saying, man. This deal has been going on for 5 months now. Like I said, we wanted him in January. We wanted this guy in January as well. Declan Rice We, talking about him the whole window. We put in 2 bids already. They've both been rejected. They're both nowhere near what West Ham want, right? So I understand you got to test the waters, yeah, and I understand about negotiating. We're at the stage now, yeah, where now we've got Man City came in the race. Edu, pay the money. That is what you got to do now. Just pay the money, give them what they want. Let's get Declan Rice secured. Let's get him secured, guys. Because if we don't, then we're gonna lose out, and Man City will get their player. And people say, "Oh, but Man City don't need Declan Rice." All right, maybe they don't, but if they pay him more money, then he's gonna go to West Ham. Cool. He's gonna go Man City. Sorry, right? Think about it, guys. West Ham are gonna try and get the best deal possible for this guy, right? West Ham are gonna give everything. They're gonna be like, this guy's our club captain. This guy's our best player, right? We're gonna see this out, put our feet up, have a bit of popcorn, and just watch Man City and Arsenal battle it out in like a bidding war. And that honestly, what I can't speak. Worries me the most, guys. Yeah, but this deal is Man City are now involved. And I've been keeping the faith, and I'm gonna look an absolute idiot if this don't get pulled off, and if Arsenal do not sign Declan Rice, because I said this in my transfer videos. But I'm like, I remember last week, a few weeks ago, when we agreed personal terms. All we had to do was pay the money. I was like, yeah, Declan Rice, he's coming to Arsenal, guys. What a signing! Am I still keeping the faith? Yeah, I am still keeping the faith. But at the same time, I look at it and I think, I've seen this football club before act like this, and eventually we do always get mud on our faces. Because this has happened multiple times now. And will it continue to happen? I hope it's not. I hope it's Edu, who's currently out there drinking beers at Royal Ascot, right? His wife is filming Rice, trying to give us little hints. I just hope that Edu actually acts like and does his job, which is, employed to do. I get he's a club invincible, but is he fit enough to, run that, and be in charge of our transfer business? Time will tell, in my opinion. Time will tell, and this will tell as well, because we lost out on Caicedo. If we lose out on Declan Rice, that is the final nail in the coffin. Edu has to walk, has to leave, has to be sacked. If we lose out on Declan Rice, that is my opinion, guys. We can't keep going through this. I mean, we've seen it with Mudryk, with Joao Felix as well. I would have loved Joao Felix. Why didn't we get Joao Felix? It was a loan deal, but again, we let Chelsea come and hijack the deal, right? Same with Mudryk. Same with Dusan Vlahovic as well. He didn't want to come to Arsenal, okay, because we had no Champions League. Cool, right? Dusan Vlahovic, Mudryk, Joao Felix, Caicedo in January. Now Declan Rice. Too many chances there, do, right? If you don't get Declan Rice, you're not fit enough to cut it. And we need to get someone who knows Arsenal, right? And I understand Edu's invincible, but I'm talking about someone like David O'Leary, or maybe Mark Overmars, or just someone who can actually manage and can actually, get over the line and actually look bold in the when we do the what's it called? Negotiations, right? Someone who can actually get in there and get deals done, and not sit on the fence, which we've been doing every single year now. We've been sitting on this fence of just like, we'll give you 90 mil for Mudryk. We'll give you 95 mil for Mudryk. But then Shakhtar asked for 100 mil. Nah, forget about it. Let Chelsea have him. Oh, we'll give you 78 mil plus 10 million add-ons for Declan Rice. Like, it's at the point now, guys, yeah, when time is running out. It is running out, right? Declan Rice is leaving West Ham United. We know this. Let's hope Edu. Look, I'm still sitting back on Edu. I'm still saying, you know what? Show me what you got, Edu, for this window. All right? There's been some good signs. Because we've heard about Timber coming into the club. A very good signing, right? Declan Rice, fantastic signing, right? We're getting the business done. Well, we haven't signed anyone yet, but apart from Kai Havertz, which we're going to get onto later, obviously. But yeah, this window can go 2 ways. Obviously, it can be a fantastic window. I can give it 8, 9 out of 10 window if we do what's required, or it's going to get at least a 4 to 5 free window if we sign Kai Havertz and miss out on Declan Rice, and instead get Lavia and Fofana, who are apparently the alternatives if we do not get Declan Rice. So at the end of the day, guys, my final thoughts on this, right? West Ham rejected the bids for Man City as expected, right? And as I said yesterday, I think they will reject it. I think our third bid will come in very, very soon. I don't know when, because nobody knows. You know, even Fabrizio saying expected soon, but how soon is it? Is it going to be next week, next month? Like, come on. Get it done now, I do. Right? Get it done now, because we have to act fast, as I said, right? So I think we'll put in a third bid. Man City will go for a second bid. Of course they will. They ain't gonna just they ain't gonna just give up, are they? They're gonna keep on going until they most likely get this player. I mean, look how much they pay for Jack Grealish. Splash 100 million in. Like they're not gonna give up. If they want a player, they most likely get the player, because it is Manchester City at the end of the day, guys. So yeah, and look, and I said before, if I was Declan Rice, I get he's a really personal as Arsenal, but end of the day, right? Man City come in for me. You're playing under the best manager in the Premier League, in Pep Guardiola. You're playing with a team who's just won the treble, who are going to aim for the quadruple this season. Obviously, you'd most likely want to go to Man City. Of course, you would. But yeah, look, at the end of the day, with this situation, it's going to be between the two clubs, between Arsenal and Manchester City, to agree the fee. Who's going to give West Ham the better deal? Who's it going to be, guys? Let me know in the comment section. But yeah, Declan Rice to Arsenal, guys. I'm keeping the faith. I'm keeping the faith. Yes, clip this, guys. This come back to bite me. But I'm keeping the faith, people, yeah? I think we are going to get this guy. I think Man City, yes, they're going to give us a bit of a scare, which they have done, in my opinion. I'm getting more nervous now as the days go on. And Man City keep coming in and already off their first bid. And I'm keep telling myself, I keep asking the question, where's Arsenal's third bid? What's taking us so long? We've had 2 bids rejected. Let's go for another one, right? And let me say something now. This third bid has to be our final bid as well, because if this gets rejected, then I feel like the deal's going to be off. Do you see us going for a 4th bid, our 5th bid? I mean, how many? Just pay the money. That's all we've got to do at this rate. This deal is in our hands, yeah. And I tell you why. Because personal terms are no issue. Personal terms, he wants to come to Arsenal. He wants to stay in London, guys, yeah? He wants to be an Arsenal player. The club knows that. Arsenal know he wants to come to Arsenal. West Ham knows he wants to come to Arsenal. All we've got to do now is agree the fee. That is the final thing left to do, is agree the correct fee.